Hey, good morning. Welcome to Naples, Florida. Today we're going to do about a 10-minute workout on working into the hips and how you can implement your workouts no matter where you are. So out of the gym and into the beautiful, beautiful beach of Naples, Florida. So let's start out lifting the outside knee up, and we're going to start with just some little tiny pulses, activating the hip flexor and starting to focus on the core and our balance. Now I'm using this railing for some support, but remember, you can always take your hand away and you can do this freestanding. So I'm just starting to work into the hip flexor, build some strength in this little muscle in the front part of my hip. My abs are in, I'm trying to stand tall and strong as I lift. I'm breathing, and I'm just trying to connect to the whole core of my body. We're gonna go about 10 more seconds here, just with these little tiny lifts. Continue with me just like this for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now, the opposing work is to draw the knees together, flex the foot, soften your standing knee, and now just the opposite motion, pushing directly behind. It's almost like I feel like I'm putting my footprint on the back wall behind me. So foot is flexed, keep the knees parallel, and the moving leg moves behind the standing leg. So now I'm working into the glute, focusing on the muscle in the back side. So it's important to build strength on both sides so that we can balance our body. It's also important to make sure that we have that range of motion and flexibility on both sides of the body as well. And we'll do that next. We've got about 4 more just like this, pressing back, belly in strong, heart lifted. And now let's move dynamically, lift up and press back. Now my heart is up, the top of my head is reaching towards the sky, and I'm swinging a little more freely, but I'm still maintaining the control so that I can get the glutes to connect and back and the hip flexor in the front. Good. So take it up, hold, and take it back. Now my standing leg is starting to feel this too, because bearing all the weight of my body on this one leg. Let's go for about 4 more. Lift it up and down. Good. Take it up and down. You got this. Last 2. Lift up and down. Nice. And now we're going to take a big step back. Big step back, guys. Try to line up the hips, and then we're going to bend into both knees. So bending down and pushing back up, keeping toes forward, keeping heels back, and I'm still using this for support so that I can really focus on my alignment and my posture and making this as efficient and effective as I can. There's always a time and place to work on balance, and I'm all about that. But right now, I just am really focusing on my hips. So glutes and hip flexors, I'm getting a big stretch here. Let's go for about 10 more seconds. Take it down and up. Good. Take it down and up. We've got 1 more to go, and last one. All right, before we switch sides, let's come up and do some circles here, guys. We're gonna go external, letting that hip just move and all that synovial fluid move around the hip. That feels good. I got a little popping going on. 2 more this way, and then let's go internal. So get the hip to move in the socket. Good. Finding the abs to keep you lifted and strong, and just allow your hip to move freely. Let's go for about 4 more here. Finish up with your last 2 and last one. I'm gonna add a little stretch here, reaching back and grabbing on, using this for support. And then as I lean in, I'm pushing my foot back into my hand. I'm softening into the front knee and trying to square out my shoulders and hips as much as possible. Now, if you wanna practice balance, you can go into a little yoga pose here, but always know that hanging on might feel a little bit safer for you. Take 1 more deep breath right here. Good. And now bring it up and give that knee a little hug. Maybe move the ankle around. Flex and point, flex and point. Are you ready to do the other side? All right, let's do it, you guys. This time, I'm not gonna use anything to hang on to. So let's start. Standing, lift up that other knee, finding balance, and little tiny lifts, just like this. Just a little tiny lift up and down, working into the front of the hip, that hip flexor, building strength. Good, I'm trying to stand as still and tall as I can. When you add movement like this, it makes it more challenging. Let's go for about 10 more seconds. Finding your balance, hanging on if you need to. All right, now the opposite. We're gonna lower the knees together. I'm gonna lean in just a little bit, softening into my standing leg, and push straight back. So it's not a swing, it's a little press through the heel of my foot. I'm getting into the glutes, press back. Good, so all this work around the hips, strength and mobility. Keep pressing back, keep pressing back. Good, heart lifted, press back. We've got 4 to go, and then we're gonna add the swing, that dynamic movement. Are you ready? All right, it might be a little harder if you're not holding on, so take it up and back. Take that knee up and back. Swing forward, lift, press back strong. Take it up and press back. Keep breathing here. Last 4, up and back. And 3, take it up and back. You've got 2 to go. Here we are. Whoa. One more time. And now we're taking that big step back. Good. Find your balance, hands on hips or off to the side. And we're gonna bend into both knees. The back heel is lifted, the hips are square, and abs are strong. So working on stretching into that hip flexor of the back leg and the glute of the front leg. This one feels so good. Take it down and up. Nice job, you guys. We've got 4 more, low and high. Nice, last 2, here we go. Beautiful, one more time. All right, let's come up all the way. Lift up that knee, and we're gonna do the circles, external first. So moving the hip as freely as you can. Circle out and around, standing tall and finding balance. Finding the core first and foremost is gonna help you with that balance. Let's go the other direction. Internal rotation, take it around just like this. Moving in, crunch, crunch, crunch for me. Last 2, and last 1. Now, reaching back, grabbing onto the foot. I'm gonna soften into my standing leg and then reach out. Whoopsie. Technical difficulties, sorry about that. It happens, right? I did not bring my tripod, so I'm just balancing the phone. All right, so go ahead and kick back. We can do this. No excuses, right? Kick back, kick back, kick back. Reach out, find the balance. Push your foot into your hand, big, big, big stretch. And then come right back up to the top. Remember, we're gonna squeeze the knee in and hug. I'm gonna hold on. Hug in, move the ankle around and around. Nice. All right, come back. I'm gonna walk it out a little bit. My ankles are feeling a little bit tight. I'm just lifting one heel and then the other. One more thing I'd like to show you guys, especially when you've got something like this that you can use, is to stretch out the hamstrings and the glutes. It's gonna go right into your low back. So if this is too high, find something else. I'm gonna try to keep length in my spine, so instead of rounding my nose to my knee, boy, I've got a lot of sand on my body, don't I? I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna extend my spine, reaching forward and trying to pull the shoulders back at the same time. So it's all about length of spine. You're gonna feel the stretch all the way up the back. Now to get into this IT band, I'm gonna add a little bit of a rotation. So supporting my sacrum here with my hand, and then using this hand to give that little extra stretch. Look over the shoulder, making sure that this foot is flexed, the toes are up, and the heel is pressing firmly into your support. So let's do the other side and finish this up nice and even. Here we go. Extend the other leg up. Square out the shoulders and lift the heart. And as we lean into it, we're gonna stretch forward without rounding the back. So reach out, pull the toes back. Big stretch up the back side of your body, making sure you're breathing and releasing. When you come back up, we'll take that little turn. Support yourself with your palm right on your sacrum. Shoulders are drawing back. Nice. Whenever we do a twisty thing like that, we want to come back to center. So I promise, one more thing. Looks like this. Hands here, hips back. It's almost like doing a little cat-cow. We're gonna go flat back, and we're gonna tuck up and round. And we're gonna take it into a little flat back. Lift the sits bones, and then tuck and round. Arms by ears. Let's do 2 more, guys. This is just a nice way to align your spine. You're gonna feel so much better. And last one. Oh, really press down and stretch. And then round up. Take a deep breath in, lift. Take it down. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I hope your hips feel better. I hope your back feels better. Anytime we can breathe and move and stretch and just sweat a little bit, it's gonna be a good day. So make it a good one, you guys. I'll see you next time.